Hi everyone, I'm back! Yay! It's August 23rd and I'm here to do your birthday weekly reading. This is for anybody who has a birthday this week from Sunday till Saturday. This week starting, let's see, it was August 22nd. And if you have a birthday this week, then this reading's for you. If you'd like to have a more personalized private reading, I'd be happy to do that for you. You just need to direct message me. I would also appreciate if anybody's willing to have me do their reading online live. I'd appreciate that as well because I would really like some people to see the response of people I'm reading for. So if you know anybody or if you yourself are willing to do this, I would really love that. I'd appreciate it. And I will give you another free reading if you're willing to do that. So, all right, let's get into the birthday greeting. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies, please give us cards for this week's August 22nd through, what is that date? Let's see, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. August 22nd through August 28th reading. I apologize. I had to think about that for a moment. I probably should have been a little more prepared, but feeling really good. Really glad to be back at it. I've been dying to get back into this, but I was having some back problems, and I generally don't like to do readings when I'm in a lot of pain because it kind of saps my energy, and I don't feel like I'm doing my best for y'all. I want to give you the best reading possible, so this is where we are. I'm also going to be changing the name of my site, so if you have any great ideas, send them my way. I had a few I posted on my story. I would love to get your votes or even some input. Okay, because Molly Studio 33 really doesn't say what I do. We want to get more into a more specific branding. You understand those things. All right, focusing on you birthday babies now. I've chattered enough. All right, let's see what comes out. One more shuffle. And I'm going to go ahead and cut the cards a few times here just to make sure it's all mixed up well. And start to shuffle. See what cards pop out. For my, whoa, we already got, look at that. Wow, we had a whole gaggle of cards fall out. And that's good because that means Spirit's ready to talk to y'all. Let's see what we got. Oh boy. Woo! Pretty intense here. I feel a very intense feeling for you, August 22nd through the 28th babies here. There's definitely something intense going on here. All right, we need like one or two more cards. Let's see if anything else pops out for us. And if not, we'll just go. Yep. Every time we start to give up, the cards jump out at us. And perfect. So we've got 7 cards, which is always my sort of my basis unless I feel like I need more cards. So, okay, we're starting out. Let me think these through for just a moment. All right. Starting out with the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. All right. So this is obviously a feminine energy. The cups have to do with fulfillment and love. And so this is somebody who's, maybe you're thinking about your relationship right now. What's going on in your love life or partnership in your life. And if you're not in a relationship, maybe a relationship in your family. But I really strongly believe this has to do with either your family or somebody that you're in a personal relationship with. And she is very loving and family oriented, but she's very intense about it. She's protective. She looks out for her own. Okay, and so maybe there's a situation where somebody you love, maybe you feel are being taken advantage of, or they're being pushed around, or maybe even you yourself feel that way. But there is definitely a sense I'm feeling from Spirit that somebody feels like they're being taken advantage of a little bit. And it's somebody that's important in your life. The next card that came up was the Four of Pentacles. And so now I'm getting the picture that perhaps maybe this person you're expecting to help out financially or in some way support something that's happening. This is a card of stability, wanting to feel stable and safe, especially with your financial situation. As you can see, he's sitting on he's got a pentacle, which represents money or work or your income. He's holding one close to his heart. He's got his feet on 2 of the pentacles, plus he's got it on his mind. So this is money related, meaning maybe somebody owes money, or you feel like somebody isn't contributing enough. I have a feeling that might be what we're getting at by looking at these cards. Yeah, somebody's not putting their share in. You feel like they're kind of like sort of freeloading, right? Then we get the four, another four energy. So again, another thing about stability. And we have the four swords. And the swords represent either communication or your thoughts. So as you see, there's somebody laying, it's really actually a tomb, but it's a sense of repose, a sense of like, I just want a break. I'm done. I need a break. I need to regroup myself. I shouldn't be doing everything. I need help. I need support. Not enough help. That makes sense in this reading. So we next come up to clarify the queen, and I mentioned this family idea or this partnership where there feels like there's maybe an imbalance. We end up with the King of Swords, and that's another reason why I feel this might have to do with a couple, a spouse, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a best friend, even a child perhaps, but it's sort of like a family feel. The King of Swords, again, the swords represent communication and ideology, and the king is very serious. He's very centered and fair and strong. And so this person who isn't helping, maybe you had a higher expectation of them, that you felt they were going to be more helpful and supportive, and they're not being. They're kind of surprising you a little bit. You're like, why is this person being such a jerk about this? But what I think it comes down to, and we're going to see, as I mentioned, the next card is this idea of financial stability. So this person that's not helping feels like maybe they're just a little bit lost, and they're not feeling 100% comfortable. Maybe they don't have enough information, or maybe they don't have the wherewithal or knowledge on how to handle the situation, or don't know what your expectations are. So trying to navigate through other people's beliefs, or even understanding other people's communication styles may be part of the issue that you're having here, as far as your expectations of this person being more supportive financially, or even just morally supportive. Because then when we talked about this idea of this rest and repose and feeling like I've done enough, I want somebody else to step up. Well, then we get a really beautiful card. We get the Empress, and she's my favorite card. Remember, she represents, I believe, she represents luxury and a connection to the earth, sort of this earth mother feeling. You see she's got stars on her crown. The stars usually represent hope in the future. She's got her scepter. She's got a beautiful robe. She's sitting on a luxurious pillow, a very feminine energy. You might even say that some people interpret this as a planchette, maybe for a Ouija board of type idea, but I don't believe that's really what that is. But you could say that it has to do with a little bit with communication from spirit. That's okay to interpret it that way. You see the forest, you see the grass. I mean, this is very much a Mother Earth sort of feel. So I believe that if there is a feminine energy close to you, whoever this other person is that's not quite stepping up, so maybe the mother of your husband or boyfriend, or sister-in-law, or a friend that encourages this other person, the person that has this energy, this loving, sort of earth-loving, luxurious, very warm and attractive person, that's the person who's going to get through to this person who's not helping you. Okay, so think about who that might be. I can't tell you. I don't know who's watching this, but you know who I'm talking about. The final card that came out on its own, but we may do a little more because I feel like there's still a little bit more we need to find out, is the, whoa, I just got dizzy for a second. Wow. Okay, so when that happens, and it doesn't happen often to me, that is like spirit is full on just came through me just now. I mean, I literally got dizzy for a second. I'm okay. Don't worry. This happens sometimes. Sometimes I will physically be affected. You caught it on camera. So that was just telling me, yes, there's more cards I need to pull. This card is the Knight of Swords. So the Knight represents support. As I mentioned to you, there's this lack of support. We had the King of Swords, now the Knight of Swords. So the Knight comes in like, here I am to help. And as I mentioned, he came up next to the Empress. This person's going to help you get through to this partner who is not helping, okay? I don't think this partner is purposely not helping. I just think that he or she doesn't get it. You need this other person to step in and explain it in a way maybe you're not explaining it. Or sometimes you may have had this experience where you explain something to somebody, they I don't get it, or they think you're full of poop or whatever, and then they talk to their best friend, and the best friend tells them the same exact thing, and then they suddenly believe it or get it. I think that's one of these situations, okay? So I want you to think about this. I'm sure this has happened to you all before. So let's just see. I feel like Spirit wanted me to pull one or two more cards. Let's see if anything pops out. Whoa! Yeah. 3 cards, y'all. I don't usually go on this long with these, so there's an important message here. All right. Yeah. So, a few things. We ended up with the two energy of the High Priestess. So we're talking again about coupledom, this two partnership I was talking to you about, but also has to do with decision making. You got black, you got white. She's right in the middle. She's very neutral. So what I want you to do is remove your emotion from the situation. This sort of resentment or frustration that you have towards this person not understanding. And you need to understand that you need to remain neutral and present the facts to this person as to why you need this support and why their lack of support is affecting you. Keep the emotions out of it. That does not matter at this point. And this person probably is somebody who doesn't tend to be so emotional. So you need to explain to them in very clear terms what your expectations are and why. And that way they will step up. And as I said, get that person to help out. We also have the Devil card, which don't freak out about the Devil card. Again, you see a partnership here, right? But what the Devil represents is the things that are kind of working against you, and usually some type of inner struggle. So I feel like whatever this is going on is starting to cause a problem between you. And you really need to address it as soon as possible. Either address it or drop it. One of the two. Okay, you gotta come up with an idea, but you can't change other people necessarily. All you can do is your best. And if you can't get through this person, maybe it's just time to let it go and handle it on your own. And if you can't handle it on your own, look for other support. Because the last card that came out was the 9 of Cups. And so the cups have to do with fulfillment and the 9 has to do with fulfillment. So this guy's sitting here with his arms crossed sort of in a smug way. I don't know if you can see him. He's got kind of a little grin on his face. He's a little bit smug. And he's like, look at all this great stuff I got going on, right? So he's not really trying very hard. Maybe this person feels like everything's going fine and doesn't get that you really need a little extra help. So I really encourage you, again, this is about communication. This is about looking to other people for support to convince this partner of yours, whoever it might be, that you need their help. So that is the reading for my August 23rd through 28th, I believe it was, 22nd through 28th people. And if you have any questions at all, please let me know. And again, if you'd like a free reading, just direct message me and we'll set something up. And you all have a wonderful day and good luck to you. And I'd love to hear how it turns out for you. You have a wonderful year. Bye.